Well, been a while, in and out of town, going to about 1,000 different places. Hell, it's still a couple places that I couldn't even get on this one because there was so many slides. I ain't doing another 3 hour stream like I did last time, but I give y'all a little something slight. So we're gonna start off with Halal Chicken Cottage. Now, this right here is a ghost kitchen, as you call them. This is one of those places that doesn't have a physical address. They actually pay another company to pretty much fulfill their orders. So you make an order, Denny's, IHOP, what is it, Waffle House. They receive the order, they cook the order, then your delivery guy pretty much just picks it up and brings it to you. So they don't have a physical location, they just operate out of another location. I ordered from there. It was probably about good 11 o'clock, Wilmington, Delaware. There really was not much going on. There was not much open. So made a quick call. This is a half chicken, half lamb over rice. There's a little salad underneath there, white sauce. Uh, those things to the top of the screen, I forgot what they call them. I was starving, hungry. I cannot remember exactly what they were, but chicken was fresh. Lamb was seasoned on point. Lamb is one of my favorite things. And if it's not right, breaks my heart. Let's be completely honest. The lamb ain't good. Yeah, I'm gonna be highly upset. So I mean, for 11:30 at night, they came through in a clutch. I love this place. If I actually did order from them a second time, if I go back up there, I'll order them from them again. It's not a question. So second, I was actually out in Oregon, and this is the Arby's at a truck stop. I had ordered something else, looked down, and to my surprise, they had this big game burger. Now, I've tried Arby's in different states. I never heard of this burger, not whatsoever. I was kind of taken aback. It is actually 34% elk, 34% venison, and the rest is beef. And this is the only location I've ever seen this burger at. Comes with cheese, pickles, a barbecue sauce, onion rings. Fries came with the meal, so that was all well and good. But this is probably the best burger that I've had out of Arby's ever in my life. I don't know why that this was only at this location. It wasn't even at all the Arby's in the area. I did go to a couple other Arby's just to see if those Arby's had it, and it was literally only at the truck stop Arby's. I wish they had more of these in more places because I'll definitely take it over their other burgers. I guess if you could call them burgers for real. So next one is Freddy's Pasta and Pizza at Gaithersburg. It was another one of those late nights. Got some cravings. I wanted pizza. They had a little discount code for this particular place. So I called and I ordered the steak pizza with the, I guess if you can see it, I don't know if it's big enough, with the tomatoes, with the Roma tomatoes on the side. Now, they put a lot of steak on this pizza, and it was a good quality steak. It wasn't, that cheap stuff that they just cut up, throw it on there. It's really just beef strips. Unfortunately, it was a pretty big pizza. I couldn't finish it solo, but I can tell you for sure, I took it to work the next day. I finished it there. I wasn't throwing out a slice of this pizza away. It was damn good on the reheat, and it was damn good fresh. Now we're going to get to the disappointing. Wingstop is Buffalo Wild Wings' little cousin at best. I couldn't even say son. They're nowhere related. These wings, the sauce wasn't good. As you can see, they look like they just took a thing of barbecue and just squoze it in there and just to hell with it. The fries, they had some white and red sauce on. The fries was the best thing out of everything in this. Like literally the best thing out of everything that was in here. Yeah, Wingstop's chicken sandwich, trash. Bun was terrible. Yeah, pickles were soggy as hell. And that fake sauce that they tried to spray on there was just, it was useless. These other two wings, I mean, they were okay, but it's not worth mentioning. And honestly, I usually remember the flavor of the wings that I had, but I know one was Hawaiian, one was some type of garlic parmesan. The third one, I don't even know. It's not worth remembering. It's not even worth talking about. This is literally a example of do not go to Wingstop. Me and the wife went to Matchbox Pizza. It was actually a pretty good deal. On the top left, you have their sliders with the onion straws. I probably ate more than three-quarters of the onion straws. I feel like they were better than the sliders, and the sliders were good. But I just felt like they were better than the sliders. I got the pizza with the pepperoni. I had a slice of that. Of course, you know, it's what they should be known for. So it was pretty good, but I got the spinach and artichoke dip, which for some reason is kind of like my thing. They brought it out with the toasted baguette bread. You see it's buttered. It's got a little bit of parsley on it. That probably is my favorite thing to order off their menu that they actually keep on the menu constantly. They don't keep things on the menu all the time. They actually cycle through their menu more often than I would appreciate. But hey, they do the thing. They do the thing. All I can do is show up and hope that they have the food that I like. What really set it off, these buns, pastries, whatever you want to call them, it was pretty much like Cinnabon. It was like a Cinnabon inside of a cast iron skillet. I did take a second picture of with just the three, so you can actually kind of see the size of each one. This is actually three of them. And I mean, to be honest, I probably could have just ordered a pan of those to go, but I don't know how well they reheat in the oven. But it's worth ordering them, doing a phone order, and just pretty much walking in, picking them up, and getting on about your way, getting them home while they're still hot and fresh. This is a TGI Fridays in Wilmington, and on the left is their Barbados rum punch. That was so damn good. I'm not even sure there was alcohol in it until probably about 2 minutes later when you feel the alcohol hit your system. That thing just, I mean, the taste was absolutely amazing. And they definitely had alcohol in it because I felt it. On the right is their raspberry tropical tea. Sweet tea is my weakness. And this tropical tea was probably the best that I had on my trip to Delaware. I made about 2 or 3 trips to Delaware. Overall, it was probably about 9 days total that I slept out there at the hotel. This was right across from the hotel on the first week, and they messed around and gave me a discount coupon. So who was I to say no? The wings on the right are the Jamie Foxx inspired wings. I forgot exactly what they're called, but they pretty much have a whiskey glaze. You can taste the whiskey in the glaze. They definitely made sure that it was more than obvious, completely evident that that glaze had whiskey in it. On the left is their apple butter, their barbecue apple butter sauce. I like apple butter. It may be an acquired taste. I know I asked the 3 guys who I was working with today, and they hadn't even heard of what apple butter was, which is beyond me. But hey, every man for himself. Now on the right is the apple butter wings also, but on the left is I believe it's the Blaze It wings is the third wing choice I went with. I got the wing roulette. So, I mean, I was definitely sitting good, very happy. Whiskey Glaze had a zing. The apple butter was more of a calm, sweet barbecue sauce. The Blaze, it had a little bit of kick to it. Not much to write anybody home about, but enough that it set the flavor off. And if you have somebody who doesn't like things spicy, they can get a little kick out of it, but they won't be complaining about how spicy it is, because you know how that goes. Last, I mean, I was happy with everything else I ordered, so I figured I'd push my luck. Got the Obsession brownie. Comes with a hot, warm fudge brownie, fudge sauce, ice cream, and I believe those are, and also a little sweet topping on top of it. And I mean, separate the brownie, mix it around with the ice cream, get your hot and cold, sweet and sweeter. Hey, it was everything I needed. Went back to the hotel, relaxed. Thought about going back again to get a little bit more, but I held off. Not trying to be a glutton out here. So now I have one of my favorite places. It's Caribbean Palace. Took my wife there. I felt she needs to experience some things, some pretty good things out of this life. So this is a roti. It's a dal puri wrap, chickpeas, potatoes. This one has boneless chicken, has some curry, some seasoning. This right here is a lot of food. And I mean quite a lot of food. I usually don't finish one in one sitting. The goat version of this is literally the only thing that I could think of that as soon as I finish that goat roti, it's over. I'm going to sleep. It's the one thing in the world that has always been able to put me to sleep. If I don't feel like going to sleep and I know I need to go to sleep, goat roti fixes everything all the time. It's a guaranteed winner. Next, I got the beef patty. Added a couple of beef patties because I told the wife that Negril does not make the best beef patties. There's about 3-4 other places that make better beef patties. And, people always talk cash. Yeah, it's central. I'm in Wisconsin, man. I told you. I'm out in Wisconsin, out in the cold. So, we went and got these beef patties, 2 bites in. Guess what Shawty had to say? These are better than the grill. And, I glowed a little while. At least enough till I got in trouble, like usual. And then glowed a little bit more because, why not? So then I went to Doubles. Doubles aren't pretty to take pictures of. It's basically a dough. I think it's mostly cornmeal, chickpeas that are they're stewed and crushed, seasonings. These are good, but if you have that tamarind sauce on them, it takes it to a whole nother level. Like, they're just okay. They're good to eat. They're like a street food. They're cheap street food. They're good. They're okay to eat. But if you pour a little bit of tamarind sauce on them, right, when they're on point, and this place, they're always on point. So, I went there and we basically had a smorgasbord. Had the doubles. She was like, "Oh, they're okay." I was like, "Okay, put this tamarind sauce on them. Do that tamarind sauce on them." And she was like, "Oh, you should have led with this. This is where you should have started at." So then we have Polari. Now, these are little deep fried Caribbean balls. They're most closely related to when you deep fry hush puppies at the fish fry. It's more the Caribbean version. And these Polari, again, they're great. But you get the right tamarind sauce to dip them in, talking next level. Like, the fact that these are what you get 12 of them for $3, it's almost highway robbery. I literally paid $30 for 140 of these damn things, about $12, $15 for 140 of these things, and basically using the cater to cookout. nobody will complain. So back to good old Wilmington. See, my mom always had us try something at least twice. So that Caribbean spot, the first guy to ever hire me and give me a job, he took me there. And like if I want Trinidad or Caribbean based food, that's usually the first spot that I go to. So Jasmine's Asian Cuisine Sushi Bar in Wilmington. That was a nice surprise. I went up to Wilmington for a quick same day, go up, drive up there. It's 2 hours away. Drive up there, do some work. It was only going to take a few hours. Drive home. So I took the wife with me because she was off work. After we got done, we went to this place right here, and we were thoroughly happy. I mean, she ordered 2 things. When we went there, I ordered 2 things. But that was the first time we went there. So when they said I was back in Wilmington, I knew eventually I was going to go here, get something new. Got these crab ragoons. There's actually seasoning, cream cheese. Seasoning, cream cheese, and crab inside of that. And when I tell you they come out steaming hot, and you can tell everything in it is fresh, you can definitely tell. The sauce that they use has to be a sauce that they've tweaked because it is not the regular sauce that you get when you get wontons. Sorry. Having problems up here in this cold Midwest that is it's insane up here. You got to run the water in the hotel to warm up the sink, and even running in the shower don't get the shower fully hot. It's just warm enough that you're not cold while taking the shower. So usually I don't like breaded shrimp. My wife will tell you I hate breaded shrimp. It's just, I don't know what it is about breaded shrimp, but it's just not my damn thing. So I asked the lady for the General Tso's shrimp. I said, is it breaded? She said it is. It's lightly breaded, but it's not soggy. I was like, so what about the General Tso's chicken? She's like, it is lightly breaded. Breaded chicken I don't trip off of. But then she told me, she's like, hey, you could do half and half. It's a thing, kind of promotional run. You could do half shrimp, half chicken. That was the wrong thing to tell me because, of course, now I have to try it. And I ordered it just like the first time I went there. And the first time I went there, I got the sesame chicken, and it was off the hook. This was way better. Like, I hope it's on the menu the next time I go up there, because if it's not, it's going to suck. I like frying shrimp. I like seasoning the shrimp and then dumping it in the deep fryer. So it's that piping hot in the deep fryer, but not breaded. Even when I was young, like I would order shrimp at a restaurant. If it came breaded, I'd basically just strip the breading off and keep it pushing. Like, why not? Oh, and I forgot to take a picture of it, but I tried that mochi, and it's actually pretty damn good. The outside wrapping is not that bad, and I mean it's regular ice cream, but it's wrapped in, I don't know if it's tapioca or what it's wrapped in, but it's pretty good. And they actually had the green tea ice cream, which I've never had green tea ice cream, and that was pretty good. So, hey, bonus points for that. So now, the infamous TGI Fridays. Applebee's. The infamous Applebee's. This is the one that I had to be sure about because I went in there. Yeah, I went in there and he's like, it's a 15-minute wait. So I'm like, okay, 15-minute wait is not that bad to me. Like, I'm already here. It's not that bad to me. He comes back 10 minutes later. He's like, oh, it's going to be like a 20 or 30-minute wait because we only have one server. And I'm looking at this dude just kind of walk around the restaurants. He's not really doing anything. He's kind of just walking back and forth and, walk with this person and talk real quick. Oh, okay. You walk back to that person, talk real quick. But he's not serving anybody. He's not helping anybody. He's just really just walking around and enjoying, I guess, his time on the clock. So he comes back. He says 30 minutes. I'm like, if I were you, knowing that people tip, you have 5 parties. You had me by myself, you had a party of 2, you had a party of 3, and you had 2 other parties of 2. I'd have been like, hey, you sit over here, you sit here, you sit here. I'd have sat everybody at close enough to each other. All you gotta do is take the orders, bring it out. Every once in a while, I mean, all the walking that he was doing around, you might as well go ahead and make you some money, try and get you some tips. Like, I'll cash app you a tip. You ain't got to worry about me putting on the thing, putting it on a receipt. I don't like putting tips on receipts because Uncle Sam's going to count it against you. He's going to get some money. Consider you make $2 an hour plus tips. How he going to tax you on the tips? So I'll tell her, hey, let me cash app you 10 or 12 bucks so you don't have to worry about Uncle Sam. So, back to the food. The chips were okay. They were not that bad. Well, no, sorry. The spinach artichoke dip were good. The chips, they were okay, but something was off about them. I don't know if they just weren't fresh, if there was something with the oil, but the chips just didn't taste that good. Actually, I ended up taking the crab and artichoke dip and putting it on the plate with the regular food and using the spinach and artichoke dip to coat some of my shrimp and some of my chicken. And I used it in some of my mashed potatoes, and that went off well. Now this strawberry smoothie, it ain't tropical smoothie. We all know this. It's not anywhere near tropical smoothie. But I'll tell you this, it's better than a lot of the other smoothie places I've been to that weren't tropical smoothie. I almost ordered a second one, but I had to finish my margarita in the first place. So after I got most of my margarita down, actually poured the rest of the margarita into my smoothie, stirred around a little bit, had a little bit of fun. So, it made up for the chips. But this bourbon chicken and shrimp with little mushrooms at the bottom. Oh, my bad. Shrimping. Bourbon chicken and shrimp with the little mushrooms at the bottom. They got me out the way. It was worth coming back for. Now they did have a blue Hawaiian Long Island iced tea, which is why I really wanted to go there, that they had taken off the menu. That blue Hawaiian Long Island iced tea looks so damn sexy. It is literally the reason I went there. When he said it was not on the menu anymore, broke my little heart. It hit me right here. Both sides, just all in here. Yeah, a good smoothie will change your day in a heartbeat, without question. Now, off the random, shout out to my homeboy Hendo. Gotta give a shout out to my homeboy Hendo. This vegan Hellmann's, I mean, considering that a sandwich has so much stuff on it, by the time you put this vegan Hellmann's on, you get your cheese, your lettuce, tomato. You can't tell the difference between the vegan Hellmann's and the regular Hellmann's. So I can only imagine that recipes that you actually need mayo for that could be vegan. Hey, this will get you through real quick. It doesn't have one of them weird, funny tastes from something that's been processed or that fake sugar that they put in stuff. You don't have to worry about none of that dietary tasting, as I call it. I hate the taste of diet, or I'd rather have something super watered down than them to put that aspartame in to be like, oh, we use less sugar like that. Drives me insane. So finally, we're gonna get to Sully's of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. That's how I've been told that it said. Don't burn me at the cross if I'm wrong. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. Don't burn me at the cross if I'm wrong. It'd be like that sometimes. Sorry. So, we found this little Irish pub bar spot. We weren't looking for food. We were really looking for a place to drink after work. Sorry. This cold wind that they got up here is killing me. It's like I have a sore throat or something, or I don't know. It's just doing something. It could be all the wind and dust that is kicking up. So this is what they call their Irish nachos. Now it's waffle fries at the bottom, and the layer above that is actually corned beef and bacon. So you know that went well. Then they sprinkle cheese on top of all of that. They have a cheese sauce that they put on top of all that. And then they also have the jalapenos, and then the sour cream and chives are directly in the middle. Hey, Mike, how you doing? So sour cream and chives are in the middle. And I mean, it was me, two other guys. I went to work on most of it. And I'm sitting here putting this work in. And these dudes are sitting here looking at this big ass thing like I'm about to really tell them this is all for me. Because mind you, I ordered pizza. So we got most of that done. Pizza popped out. Now we ordered pepperoni sausage, pause. And it came out, you know, it was that thin crust brick oven. They had a sauce that was kind of unique. And the funny part is, while we were there, the chefs were having some of the people who, you know, some of the people who were sitting at the bar try like their creations on things that they were thinking about putting on the menu, which I thought was pretty cool because they not only, you know, gave some to people who worked there. Hey, I be grubbing some of the people who worked there, but also people who were sitting at the bar. So they got, you know, you didn't get just that bias from, oh yeah, you know, this is a guy who I work with, so of course he's gonna say, you know, things taste good. No, I'm asking the people who at the bar, see what they. So the pizza, they have a unique sauce. It's probably more closer to Papa John's than Pizza Hut, but it's not either one of the two. So I mean, it's not Connecticut either. So let's not even go there, Reg. We want to be peaceful. It's not Connecticut either. It's one of those. It is one of those pizzas where you have to eat it hot. If it cools down, and you try to put it in the microwave, it just doesn't come back the same. But for a bar, it was very good. It was very decent for a bar. We didn't go there for food. We went there for drinks. I got two strawberry rhubarb fizzes, which is a strawberry rhubarb gin drink on ice. I believe they put a little bit of Sprite in it or whatever. I drank two of them. I mean, I wasn't driving, so hey, I could drink what I want to drink, when I want to drink, how I want to drink. You wasn't going to say anything, but the judgment that was in your eyes as you looked at this pizza that I put on the screen, it was already there. It didn't have to be said. It was known. We believed in it. Now, I'm gonna give you my top five. My top five dead or alive. You can't say no to these. I'll give this four. This is number four on the list. Like there's no way around it. That is number four on the list. The Big Game Burger. Well, sorry, let me be more proper. The halal chicken and lamb over rice and salad. That comes in at number four. The venison burger, elk venison and beef burger from Arby's. That was number five. That was number five as far as these slides go. That was my number five. I gave the pizza that's somewhere out there in the top 10. It wasn't top five. Wingstop, that was the most terrible part of everything. I give the Obsession brownie. That was probably number six. It didn't cross the top five. That Barbados rum punch from TGI Fridays, that gets to number three. Definitely gets number three. The General Tso's shrimp and chicken platter, that's number two. But number one, without a doubt, without a question, I don't know how you do a Caribbean, Mike, because it's a couple Caribbean spots up there in Baltimore. But the boneless chicken roti. Yes, my accent changed when I say roti because I have to say it properly. That's number one. There's nothing on this list that can touch that roti. Now, if I could get the roti and the Caribbean Barbados Caribbean rum punch from TGI Fridays in the same spot, yo, we could do some things. Next time you go to Fridays, get the Barbados Caribbean rum punch. Get the oh yeah the roti that's from my spot Caribbean Carryout Palace at Tacoma Park. That's what spot that's from. I used to go to Real Deal over there. I think Real Deal over there on Greenmount, or they used to be on Greenmount over there by the what is that hospital? We did a job over there on Greenmount by the hospital over there by Greenmount. So we ended up going to Real Deal. And I used to like going there. I haven't been there in a while. But if you get that Caribbean rum punch and you mix it with that tropical raspberry sweet tea, man, it's going down. Just make sure you don't have too many of them because you're gonna be in the wrong girl's DM. And I ain't got no room on my couch. So well, actually, it's a lot of room on my goddamn couch because I ain't even home. I need to be home because Fondue. We went to a place in Fond du Lac today, and this place is the best place. Mm-hmm. Sorry, it's a track meet in Indy, but this place was the best place that we've been to since we've been out here. I mean, there's two other places. I went to the Sully's. We went to the Chinese food place. That Chinese food place don't want no problems with any place that is in Baltimore, Silver Spring, Rockville, DC. I mean, my boy had when he walked in there, he had to order his food and he had to say no MSG. And when he said no MSG, they're like, "Oh, so you want the white sauce?" He said, "Yeah." I was like, "Wait, you have to specify no MSG around here? You have to specify no MSG. We in the wrong place. We in the wrong place." I go to the Chinese food restaurant where we at, and it says no MSG on the front door. He got it, and I ain't gonna lie. It was we get beef and broccoli over rice. That white sauce just looked like snot. Like I looked at it, actually, I said, if you eat that, that's desperation. You need to send that back. He's like, it smells foul. It looks foul. I say, yeah, you need to go get your money back because after you send that back, you can't trust will come back out. You just let that go. And she came around because they had a buffet with the other three guys. Me and the other two guys, we were at the buffet. She came around the corner to look to make sure, like she was trying to make sure he didn't get anything off the buffet since he got his refund. I was like, wow, that's petty. Went to a little Spanish bar also. That was okay. I mean, the seafood chimichanga, that thing was good. That joint was hitting on point. The beef tacos, and we got the traditional style. The beef tacos, they cut up the steak in these tiny strips, and they fully cooked the steak. So it wasn't even like I wouldn't say pink, but it wasn't no type of like moisture juice on the inside. Like the lime that I squeezed on it and the little sauce I put on it, that was, man, if I didn't have them two, that would have been one dry ass taco. So it was all right. Usually, Spanish spots have little fruit drinks and, what is that? That milk drink that they have with the cinnamon and everything like that. That was disappointing. I mean, it was okay at best. Hell, the Sprite was better than the tacos. But this last place, my man made us some. He calls them his queso tacos. One layer of the little circle tortilla. He puts the cheese on it. Second layer, puts his marinated al pastor, which if people don't know, al pastor is marinated pork. Usually I don't do it, but this time I say, hey, recipe sounded good. I had to sprinkle his little onions on it. The cilantro, I tried one just straight. That was good. I squeezed some lime on the second one. Shit, that was great. Put a little bit of the sauce and the lime on the third one. I'm ready to go back and order 2 more entire orders. I need 6 more than tacos. And I sent my wife a video of them, which I for some reason, can't do a video on these slides, which I don't understand. I got to figure out. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, so you can do a video file. So next time I'm gonna upload the video file and get it cracking, and maybe I'll do that on Saturday because there is. Let me see. 1, 2, 3 other places that I do need to review. So, hey, maybe if anybody's with it, I do another stream on Saturday after I get off of work. Because, if you're out of town, you might as well work on a Saturday, get that OT. So on Saturday after I get out off of work, if it's not too late, somewhere in between these college games, I do another food stream. But until that next time, peace. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see y'all later. And don't be surprised if I drop a couple of food reviews. It's the 9th of November. I might drop 1 or 2 tonight. I might drop 1 or 2 tomorrow.